I'm just gonna post this video on our page and our social media. I think it's going to be quick. I'm not just gonna take much of your time. And and as you have seen lately, I think yesterday and today, and Kamala Harris, she's visiting Guatemala as an official visit, and as you have noticed it, for 4 months ago, so we have the new president in the United States, which is Joe Biden, and you have seen all these changing policies between Democrats and Republicans, and especially the immigration. So that's why I think that's the main point of the Kamala Harris is visiting Central America. But it's a lot to talk about it. But I just gonna let you know, and maybe I'm just gonna expose what the solutions. And I think as a workers, as a Maya, and as a someone that who came from nowhere, and as a someone who crosses the border in, illegally. So, but it's a long story, which is I talk about it in our next book. But I think there is the main thing here, and I hope for the United States citizens or for people who understands and somehow the policies, which is domestic policies and foreign policies of the United States government. And one thing I can much pretty sure tell you why so many people trying to come to the United States is about the dollar, because the dollar is basically has a value which is destroys all the Central and South American and Mexico's currency. Imagine $1 in Mexico is 21 thousand pesos. In Central America, in this case, in Guatemala, $1 is eight quetzales. In South America, $1 is eight bolivar. It's eight pesos, Bolivian pesos. In Central America, in South America. So I think it's in like in Ayman, or is the dollar is in attractions for workers to come to United States. On top of that, there's the corruptions. Those elected, fraudulent elected president like Jamate and Bukele and other president in South America. They are elected not like the president, like the elections in the United States, which it has a different process of electing people. Imagine that President Biden was elected with I think 185 millions of voters, popular votes, and Trump was I think he has 175 millions. So, but in Central America, South America, the the how they elect their presidents is really totally corrupted. It's totally fraudulent. So that's why the government is not really, that doesn't represent the real change the people want. Plus, on top of that, the corruption, that's the one I'm telling you. And I think the solution, which I describe here in our book, which is in Spanish and English and Mayan language, I think the idea is to create an intercontinental currency, which is, I describe it here, peso americano, or human peso, which is can have the same value in the United States, in Mexico, in Central America, in South America. So that's why I think psychologically all the workers, they have to think about it. Like, what if I go to the United States and I stay here in Mexico, Central America, South America? I will earn the same amount of money. But psychologically, the dollar isn't attractive to the workers, because if they find out, which is pretty easily to find out about it today, the difference of standard of life in Mexico, South America, Central America, and United States. So psychologically, if a worker wants to come to United States and start thinking about, okay, if I earn $3,000, even like $1,000 or $2,000 a month in United States, so if I send this money back at home in Central America, Mexico, South America, it's going to be like uh, much bigger the amount. So that's why so many people they try to come here. So if we create intercontinental or universal currency with the same value everywhere, I think it's going to help to stop the immigration that which is has created a crisis at the border. On top of that, the difference policies between Republicans and Democrats and catch and release. Catch and release basically you catch them and you release them if they are under the 20th, or if they are a teenager in United States, or a mother with two kids trying to cross the border, and they release them with their legal status. So I think it is an attractions to. That's why so many people trying to come in the United States. But the Republican policies, which was implemented by President Trump, was catch and deport. Or if you come in, even if you're a teenager, but you're not allowed to stay here, so they deport them to Mexico or to South America, Central America. So that's why psychologically so many people think twice about it to come in the United States. On top of that, if they pay money, they know they're gonna lose this money. On top of that, so many parents that they already been here in United States, and they send money back home to pay the coyotes to bring their kids here. And soon as they jumped behind the border, and they call their parents to pick them up. So that's why so many young kids they try to come in United States, and that's why so many coyotes they making a big money out of it at this moment. But if Biden or Republicans or Democrats, if they implemented that, even if a kid makes it to United States, but if they find out that the father paid them like $20,000 to bring them here, and then they should get deported with their kids. And I know psychologically it's going to have an impact in terms of our society here in the United States, back in Central America, back in South America, or Mexico, because they're gonna think twice about it. If I send money to bring my kids here, if they find out that I was the one who sent the money to come in here, they're gonna deport me with my kids. So many workers in the United States, they not going to they not going to send money to bring their kids. So I think so many things to talk about it in terms of how we can find a solution of this crisis back home and here in the United States, how to create better standards of life in Mexico, Central America, South America, for so many people who trying to escape the poverty, who trying to escape the corruption that has going on for centuries in Central America and South America. So in part of that, I think, um, like my dream, like one day I would like to go back and start talking about what I have seen in United States. Elect officials, elect president, elect mayors, elect governors, elect senators that who really represents the people, not the type of fraudulent election that has going on in Central America, in South America. We have seen the problem has going on in Colombia. So I think the visit of the head of state of the vice president Kamala Harris in Central America, I think pretty much, and I'm pretty sure it's not going to have an impact, and it's not going to stop the crisis at the borders, and it's not going to stop um, uh, people to come in United States. So and I hope you can support us, or maybe you can read our thoughts and ideas in terms of policies, in terms of as a Maya, as an American that who has the tied story to this continent in terms of I know you know pretty much about it, the history of the Spanish and the English people who came in this continent, who invade this continent, and then they created this states in the United States, Mexico, South America. Basically, they divided all this land in terms to control the economic the economic power in terms of to control the system, which is they bring it with them. So but that's why I write this book as a Maya, as a people of this continent, as someone who start learning this at the age of 18 or 20, because remember I couldn't speak Spanish and English when I was a teenager until I came to United States. So it's a lot to talk about it, guys, but I hope uh, Vice President Kamala Harris, and I hope and I know that those elected officials in Central Americas, they going to lie whatever, because all they want is their money. Because if United States, and I know President Trump stopped, I think, a millions of thousands of hundreds of money that was like to help the Central American government, but all this corrupted government with their private sector, all the money is gone. Nothing to education, nothing to create job, nothing for health care, nothing for infrastructure, nothing at all to create a better life for the Central American, South American, or Mexican citizens. It's all corrupted system, which is it's like a rotten apple in Central America, South America, and Mexico. So that's why this Kamala Harris visit is very important for me. But I hope one day I can stand face to face with an elected government of United States in the future to tell them what is the solutions to end this uh, immigration disasters at the southern borders. Thank you guys, and I hope you can share this video.